Hello, students. How are you? Hope all of you are fine. Today we are starting macroeconomics. Regarding the microeconomics, you have already studied in class 11th. This is chapter number 1 of microeconomics introduction. Regarding the macroeconomics, macro, macroeconomics. This word macroeconomics has been derived from the Greek language, and macro here means large. So in macroeconomics we study about the economy as a whole, or macroeconomics we can say that is the study of the aggregates. Today we will be discussing about the difference between the microeconomics and macroeconomics in this video. First of all, on the basis of the study. On the basis of the study, generally in microeconomics we study the problems of scarcity and choice at small scale. That is at the individual level. The problems of scarcity and choice of individual household or individual firm or individual industry. In macroeconomics, we study these same problems of scarcity and choice, but we study these problems at large scale. We study these problems on the level of the whole economy. Then second thing is the economic variables. In microeconomics, we study the individual economic variables like the demand, supply, equilibrium, savings, investment of individual household, individual firm or individual industry. But in macroeconomics, the macroeconomic variables are the aggregates. Aggregate demand, aggregate supply, general price level, unemployment, full employment, overemployment, all these things are studied at the larger scale. Then comes about the economic agents. Economic agents are of two types. Number one are the individuals, and number two are the institutionals. In microeconomics, we study about the individual economic agents like the firm, household, firm or industry. And in macroeconomics, we study about the institutional economic agents. Institutional economic agents are just like the RBI or TERAI or the SEBI, etc. So these are the economic agents which are studied in the macroeconomics. Then next is the degree of aggregation. Degree of aggregation means aggregates. Some people say that in macroeconomics we study the aggregates. According to the definition also, we say that the macroeconomics is the study of aggregates. But actually the aggregates are studied both in macroeconomics also and macroeconomics also. But in microeconomics we study the aggregates at small scale, at very small scale. Just like if we want to find out the total production in the toothpaste industry. So what is industry? Industry is the group of the firms which are producing the same product. Suppose the toothpaste firms, Colgate, Cibaca, Pepsodent, etc. These are the firms which are producing, and when we wanted to find out the total production in the toothpaste industry, then we aggregate the production of all these firms. But in macroeconomics, we aggregate the things at large scale. Just like if we want to know the total national income, then we have to aggregate the total income of agriculture sector, income of industrial sector and income of the service sector. So in macroeconomics the aggregation is there at large scale. In microeconomics the aggregation is at very small scale. Next thing comes the set of assumptions. Set of assumptions, again some people say that when we study microeconomics, the components of macroeconomics, the assumptions of the macroeconomics are supposed to be constant. And when we study macroeconomics, the assumptions of microeconomics are thought to be constant. Means when we study macroeconomics constants, variables will be constant. When we study microeconomics variables will be constant. But it is not so 100%. When we study macroeconomics, many of the components of macroeconomics will be thought to be constant, but not all. Some components will be variable. In the same way, when we study the microeconomics, we think that some variables will be variable and others will be constant. Then sixth point is the central issue. When we talk about the microeconomics, the central issue is the allocation of the resources at very small scale. But when we talk about the macroeconomics, we take the determination of overall level of output, overall level of employment in macroeconomics. So the central issue is the determination of overall employment of resources in macroeconomics. Method of study: in macroeconomics, generally we study the general equilibrium analysis, and in microeconomics there we study the partial economic equilibrium analysis. There is a very little difference between the partial equilibrium analysis and general equilibrium analysis. When we talk about the partial economic analysis, it means we take the equilibrium, we study the equilibrium of anything, any industry, any firm in a particular market. It may be the commodity market even only. But when we talk about macroeconomics, in macroeconomics we studied the general equilibrium analysis, means we study the equilibrium problem of all the markets, whether it is commodity market or the factor market. So in this video we are studying about only the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. In the next video we will be discussing about the scope of macroeconomics and along with that the significance of macroeconomics. Till then, goodbye.